Hey everybody, it's Laura with Budget RX. I'm a 43-year-old resident physician doing my residency in pathology, and today we're going to cash stuff for the third week of August. I get paid once a month and I allocate a little over $400 a week towards allocating my money to the different categories that I'm trying to save for in short, medium, and long term. And that has allowed me to be a lot better with my money, save for things that are important to me, not spend money on things that aren't important to me. And I highly recommend it. I can tell you now, after doing it for a year, the real money makes a huge difference. It's more that physical presence. It makes it more real and makes it matter more to me. I wanted to show you guys something. So I'm a pathologist, which means I'm learning how to, I'm going to be, because I'm in residency, the type of doctor that most people don't know about, and that's a pathologist. A pathologist is a doctor that specializes in diagnosis. So the actual diagnosis of disease. You would think, oh, the doctor that I go to, that's the person that makes the diagnosis. That can be true sometimes if you suffer from something that can be diagnosed just from your symptoms. But if you have to take tests, if you need tissue removed like a biopsy or something like that, the pathologist is the one that looks at your entire chart, your history, looks at the slides, looks at your test results, and makes the diagnosis. But most people don't know that. It's a very, you don't get thanked by patients when you're a pathologist because they don't really know about you. But anyway, this is my very first slide of a cancer that I have diagnosed, like that I figured out on my own. I think it was not last week, 2 weeks ago, I told you about an embryonal carcinoma that I diagnosed in a testicle, and that was very exciting. This one was kidney. So I diagnosed, it's a specific type of renal cell carcinoma. It's called a chromophobe renal cell carcinoma. It's like the third most common one that people get. And I also recognize sarcomatoid differentiation. It sounds, you don't understand what that is, but it was something I had to convince my attending of because she thought that there were two different tumors because there were areas that looked one way and areas that looked another way. And so she thought there were two tumors. And I was like, no, I think that it went from chromophobe and got so messed up, it de-differentiated into a different type of cell and started spreading like crazy as that kind of cell. That is a feature of cancer that makes it more invasive, that makes it more high grade, and it's important to be able to recognize it so that the treatment can be based off of that feature, and prognosis can be based off of that. The patient can make better decisions knowing how high a grade the cancer is. Do they really want to go through an experimental treatment if they already know that their cancer is really high grade, etc. So anyway, my attending allowed me to do a recut of the slide so I can show this to people, show them what it looks like when this happens. But this is my very first slide, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really proud of it. And yeah, it's a lot of hard work and a lot of being wrong and feeling really dumb all week. So the times that I do get it right, I want to celebrate that. So very exciting. That is your little medical tidbit for the week from me. All right, so let's start with sinking funds. I keep my sinking funds, which are kind of like categories that you may be spending out of like throughout the year, or saving up for once a year payments. That's kind of what I use my sinking funds for. I keep them all in this box because it feels like a treasure. I don't really do a lot of binders in the way that a lot of other cash stuffers do, and that's just out of my own preference. I do have some binders though, you'll see them. Okay, so emergency, I pretty much add $5 a week, no matter what, because I did meet my $1,000 goal. So we have $1,200 in the bank, 10, 15, 20, 25, 12, 25 in emergency. Nourish, this is for paying for food and coffee. I stuff it once a month. I use my card throughout the month, and then at the end of the month, I pull money out of it. So we're not doing anything with this today. Mint, this is for my cell phone bill, which is gonna come through next month. It's $200 per year. We're gonna put in $5. So now we have 150 in the bank, 70, 75, 80, 85, 185. Go, this is transportation. I do not own a car so that I can save money. So I mostly walk, or my partner drives us on the weekends, or I get an Uber if I need to. But yeah, I have saved so much money by getting rid of my car. It's been really nice. So we put $20 in, and now I can't remember if I put the $20 in yet. I don't think that I did. So let's see. All right, so we have 400 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 500, 20, 40, 60, 80, 600, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 700. Is that what it was? 4, 5, 6, yeah, 705. I think that I did already put the $20 in there because I'm supposed to be at 665. Yeah, I think that I already did. We'll see at the end. If there's $40 left over, we know it goes in transportation. Oh, I'm supposed to color in a part of my car. This is a free tracker that I have on my Kofi shop. If you want to save $2,000 a year or $1,000 a year towards your car maintenance or transportation, then you can use this tracker. I chose this amount because it's what financial experts said one should budget towards car maintenance every year, and I did used to have a car. Okay, rent insurance, we're not putting anything in here. Wellness is gonna get 50. So now wellness has 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 300, and 13. Epithelium, this is like hair, skin, and nails. I'm gonna put in 30. I'm like really behind on my waxes because, as you know, from the last month, I've been on a very difficult rotation, but I just finished it. But now I'm starting hematopathology for 1 month. Hematopathology is like cancers of the blood, lymphomas, leukemias, stuff like that. So that's why my nails are there. They look black probably, but this is a very deep red. But I'm gonna have red nail polish for the whole time. It's just gonna be different kinds of red nail polish. Yeah, so we've got 350 in the bank, 70, 410, 30, 450, 470, 490, 510, 520, 30, 40, 53, 553. Sanctuary is getting $5. It now has 200 in the bank, 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 225. Wardrobe is getting 35 because I gotta pay myself back for the shoes that I had to get. 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 15, 16. 116 so far. Tech is getting 40 per usual. Okay, so I have 300 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, 400, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55. So 455. Fees. Oh man, I just paid a fee to the IRS for $25 today. So annoying. So that's going to come out of this. 150, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 185. Okay, buffer. Buffer is getting 5. I'll color in one of these. So now we have 250 in the bank, 55, 60, 65, 70, 270. All right, gifts. Gifts is getting 5. Got 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 190. Hobbies is also getting 5. So now it has 900, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 965. Travel gets 30. And we have in the bank, let's see, 250, 270, 290, 310, 330, 350, 360, 370, 380. Puppy is getting $5. So Puppy has a lot in the bank. It has 1,350, 350, 370, 80, 90, 95. 13.95. That's for, I'm saving for a dog next year. Smell goods, 5. 200, 20, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 260. Fine Spirits is $5. We have 100, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 185 in Fine Spirits. Holiday Boost, $5. And we have 150 in the bank, 70, 90, 210, 220, 230, 35, 40, 45, 50, 250 in Holiday Boost. Luxury Boost, okay, $5. So now we have 20, 25, 30, 35. Football is getting $10. This is to pay for my YouTube subscription for watching football during football season. These are star notes. So we have 50, 70, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30. Okay, last category is splurge. We're not putting anything into that. And that's sinking funds. Ugh. Now our next box, which is some miscellaneous stuff. We'll start with money that I use to save for playing games once a month. I think this is going to be the last month that I do this actually. And the last month that I do, Sunday playing with friends. Last week we're saving $16. And put this gnome with its friends. And then in addition to that $16, I'm going to save 13. All right, and then Japan, I'm saving for a trip to Japan. Probably not for like 2 years because it's gonna take a long time, especially only saving $5 a week, but that's all I have right now. So that's $15. And then we have these 2 binders. We have, my favorite color is leopard print. This is the binder I'm using to save for a pet emergency fund. I want to have a good emergency fund before I get a pet. So I'm trying to save $3,000 for that. So this week we're putting in $30 and we are working on the next 150. I don't think we're close. Yeah, so we've got 40, 50, 60. We've got 60 so far. And then this is my rainbow binder. I sell this on Etsy, and it's basically like you can save $250 or $500. I am putting in 10 this week, I think. Yeah, 10. So I get to complete one of these. So go to one of these ones that I put a 5 in and add the 10. And when I'm done with this money I get to use for whatever I want. I may just put it in splurge. Who knows? Okay. And now we'll do my big savings challenges. So I'm trying to save 10K for a train trip. I save money to pay for extra like tests of longevity and different treatments for that. I also am saving for a robot someday. And then I had to cannibalize my lips binder because I've had a bunch of drama trying to get the covers from China for the orders that I have. And if you've made an order recently and it hasn't shipped yet, check your Etsy messages because I sent you a message about it. Somebody stole the package, I think. Anyway, so right now I don't have a cover for this, so we're just going to we'll start with this one. So this is, I'm saving for laser beauty treatments. We are going to put in $30, and that means that we will have finished my next 200. So let's set that aside. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, and then there'll be 10 left, so we will put 200 in this envelope. And I'll also be able to put this set of lips on my dashboard, but we're not going to do that right now. And then we'll put 10 in here. I'll clean this off. So there's 10 in there, which is half of a set of lips. And now we should have in my binder for beauty treatments $1,410. Okay, for 10K, we're gonna put in $40. Zodiac, we are on Leo. I did work on coloring in. We're gonna put in for Zodiac. Oh, I messed up. You guys, I'm missing a 20. What did I do? When did I make this wrong move? I don't know what I did. I have to fix it right now. Where's my money? Okay, I'll fix it right now, but you guys tell me, where did I put my $20 that was supposed to be in here? Because I gotta fix that. Okay, so $30 more into Leo. And here's my coloring challenge that I'm doing for it. Leo will be over August 22nd, which will be this coming week. So I'll have to finish this. And we'll have one more stuffing of Leo. Yeah, that is Zodiac. Okay, now we're gonna play some games in this binder. This one I'm saving for a robot. Somebody asked me last week what kind of robot. The truth is, I don't know, because I'm saving for something that I know is gonna be available and very expensive in the near future, like 5 years from now, that I will want. But I don't wanna wait until then to start saving for it. Do you know what I mean? So I'm starting now. So what else? We need a scratch off tool. Okay, so we're gonna start with this little scratch off book. We're gonna do the next scratch. It's a little rocket ship, which means I put in $5. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is gonna be $30. So we're gonna have 4 5s and 10 1s. We're gonna put $5 in this one. Save 500. We roll a 12-sided die. Wow, we're gonna put in 12. Okay, I don't know. Have we ever done 12? Oh yeah, we've done it 3 times. Okay, I just didn't remember. Okay, $12. And that goes in this envelope. And then we're gonna put a star on this tracker. All right, so we only have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $13 left. So we can't do infinity. We can do Wheel of Fortune. So let's do that. We'll start with this one. Okay, it's the ram looking one, which is worth 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which kind of taps us out. Planets could be up to $4, I think. So it'll be kind of risky, but let's try it. Let's try the planet die. I think it's this one. Yeah. Okay, so we have $3. This one is Venus, which is 4, of course. which means that I'm gonna have to pull from my mysterious envelope to make up the difference. I don't think we had to do this last week, but here we are. At least it's only $1, right? And then I'm gonna need to add $1 to my spreadsheet so it's accurate in the future. We put this in planets. And that's the end of this binder, saving for a robot. Oh, and if you don't know, some of the tasks that they already have the robots doing are like household tasks. They're supposed to be able to like do your laundry, clean your house, maybe cook for you, stuff like that, which would be really nice, right? So now there's this 5 here, which I don't know where that goes. So maybe I took a 5 or a 20 when I should have taken a 5. Maybe that's what happened. Anyway, the last thing we're doing is going through my wallet, my Monday savings challenge, restocking my wallet, and I do have a little change to contribute to my change challenge. So we'll just start with, what did we put in this Monday challenge? Every Monday I put some money in this. I'm gonna be done on November 17th, and it's gonna be a surprise because I just basically take extra money that I have in my wallet on Monday and put that, like a little bit of that money in here. And it's saving for holiday sales, my flight home, stuff like that. So that was this last week. This coming Monday, I'll be stuffing number 41. Now, what do I have left? So drink, I still have $20 left. Be merry, I still have $20 left. And then spend, I have $3 left, so I think I'll keep 10 in here and roll it over, and then I'll put this money towards my rollover, like my leftover savings challenge. So we'll have $13 to work with there, and then let's do that right now. I'm getting close to finishing this. Closer and closer, so we're gonna do 13. 3 4s equals 12, and then a 1. I'm gonna do that. Three times 4 is 12, plus 13, so yeah. All right, so now we get the money out for next week from week 3 for my wallet. So we're gonna put 10 in Be Merry. We're gonna put, oh, maybe I put 20 in Be Merry. I think I do now. I was not social this weekend. I was too tired from working. So we'll put 10 in Spend. Oh, I forgot to put this money in there. We did the challenge, but we didn't put the money in. All right. And then the last thing we're gonna do is just put the, put some change in our leap year savings. And this change is like the only money that I spent was I bought 1 or 2 coffees this week at the hospital. And so this is just change from that. I did cash out my $10 of quarters and put that here. So far we've saved $51 in change. So this is 75, 85, 92. So we have 92 cents. Do we have 92 available? We do. All right. So with $5 left and $20 I had to add, somehow I was off by $15. I will hopefully discover that in editing and fix the envelopes, but if you noticed it, please let me know what I did. I am looking forward to my brain working better this next month because of not having to work super freaking hard every 5 seconds. But I thank you all for all your kind comments. I love hearing from you in the comments, so please say hey, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.